And today we're reacting to the dark side of K-pop. I remember there's a video that I watched that showed a small glimpse of this concept, kind of showing the crazy wild things that they have to go through in order to be lit, essentially. So let's get into this video, man. Thank y'all for all the love that y'all show, bro. Pull to the other channels. Let's do it.
Yo, one of the most popular industries on earth is K-pop. They have millions upon millions of fans across the entire globe, not even just in Korea. Today I decided we're gonna go down a K-pop rabbit hole. Something that I honestly...
Y'all seen the litness of that K-pop Demon Hunter thing, bro? They've been doing numbers. I heard it in the mall. The song was playing in the mall. I'm like, oh snap, they really doing something different.
Did not expect to be this dark. K-pop looks shiny from the outside, but behind the scenes there's a whole world of darkness that sounds like it's taken straight out of a horror movie. Matter of fact, I swear horror movies take inspiration from the dark sides of K-pop. So brace yourselves, this one is crazy. Let's begin. So everybody knows the K-pop industry is known for having some pretty crazy fans, and I severely underestimated how deep it goes. So first we have stalking, one of the most insane parts of the entire industry. K-pop fans have a reputation for being immensely passionate about the singers and groups that they idolize. There's loyalty, there's excitement, there's passion, and then there's a whole other category. People who genuinely worship these K-pop stars like they're God. And I'm not even trying to be abrasive, I wish I was kidding. And because these K-pop stars are humans in the flesh, a large group of fans, more common than not, go into stalking territory. So boys and girls, I'm gonna introduce to you a group called TVXQ.
It reminds me of like the boy band. Like, we haven't been seeing too many boy bands in, I feel like, the US for a while. That was a big thing, you know, 2000s Disney Channel. You saw a lot of those boy bands. You even had the black boy band Mindless Behavior. They were getting some love too. Definitely not nowhere near like, you know, those Disney kind of boyfriend things. But now that we've kind of stayed straight away from that here in the US, I feel like I might be missing somebody. Maybe y'all let me know in the comments. But in Korea, you know, this is what they do. We get a collective of men or women, put them in a group, have them singing songs, dancing, choreography. Hold on. Anyway, since that's going on, it makes for, you know, I guess just the method out there. You know what I'm saying? It's the blueprint. Get some people that are conventionally attractive in Korea and turn them up.
In the early 2000s, they were the biggest boy group in all of Asia. The level of fame that they had back then makes the singers that we have nowadays look like baby food. And everybody in Asia loved them. But some love them beyond surface level, so far that a bunch of ultra omega crazy fans stalk them. So across their career, the fans broke into their dorm where they lived on numerous occasions. And on one of the instances, they stole their underwear, they took their toothbrushes, and even installed hidden cameras in their bathroom. A hidden bathroom camera. So imagine waking up, taking a shit, taking a shower, doing whatever the hell else goes on in the bathroom for months with hidden cameras in your bathroom without your knowledge. So these guys, plus many others, had their fans memorize their daily schedules down to the minute.
Dang! I don't think there's a level of money where that's worth. I don't think there's a level of money where it's like, I'm willing to endure this. I don't think
so. They'd have fans waiting outside their dorm every single day, following their vans through traffic, on highways, in parking garages, and think about what that could do to a person. This deeply affected the mental of the group, naturally, of course. They weren't even able to sleep properly. And I don't think any of you would either, if that were you. Imagine finding out that someone was secretly recording you for months. Anybody would be sleeping with one eye open. There's also a group called BTS, who even I know. Even outside the research I did on this video, BTS is one of the only K-pop groups that I've even heard of.
Yeah, that's me too.
Before the research I did for this video, of course. They experienced their own insanity amongst fans as well. They've had fans that worship them so deeply that certain fans started threatening to kill members in the group, trying to understand psychologically
how do you get that in love? Like, again, it's music, It's people that are dancing and stuff like that. How do you get so attached to somebody that you do not know, that to the point where you are like, I'll take someone's life in this motherfucker, bro?
How it gets to that level is terrifying, but I'll save that for another time. Imagine walking towards a stage with 20,000 people, all screaming your name, knowing that somebody in that massive group of people wants to murder you because they love you so much, while simultaneously trying to stay calm and perform under this clear, obvious, uncomfortable pressure. That is a crazy situation to be in, I'd imagine. And it got so bad that they even ended up changing the whole security laws that they would run by. These are dudes, okay? Imagine how bad it is for the girls. I actually found the video of a crazy one. So back in 2011, there was this one girl named Taeyeon who was performing. You know what? Why don't I just show you? I'm gonna mute it for obvious purposes, not trying to get copyrighted, but this girl right here, her name is Taeyeon. She was performing alongside her entire other group, and
dang, that's a big A group.
Somehow, someway, someone managed to sneak up on stage and casually tried to grab her and pull her off stage because this guy believed that she was meant for him. I'll play right now. So look, this crazy dude right here pulls up out of nowhere, grabs her, tries to pull her off stage. Like, do you have any idea how actually insane that is? This is just one case.
Why ain't nobody come through and slam buddy? You know, in the US, we done seen how that's a compilation himself. We done seen some security guards do them dirt. We done seen some artists do them dirt. Go off the stage, body slam, break in half. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm back again. And I've been putting a lot of people on to this program called Free Cash for a while now. Check out one of my supporters that had the biggest payout that I've seen yet from all the DMs y'all sent. And I promise you, they've been hitting me up saying that they've tried it and it's worked. They've been getting cashed out, and I love to hear that because it genuinely actually works. And don't think I have not been seeing y'all's comments saying things like it doesn't work, Dior supporting a finesse, they're trying to take your data, and it's not true at all. And the fact that y'all would think that I would even put that on a video to get y'all finessed is wild to me. But hey, first off, Free Cash does not sell your data. They strictly track your progress to make sure you can get paid. Only sign up with an email and password and give no personal information. So I don't know what y'all are talking about. Here's how it goes. You sign up through my link, and inside you see a list of apps and games. Download and play and beat the levels that they tell you. That's the key. You got to complete the requirement. And once you hit the level, the system credits your account. And every time you finish, you get real money. Cash out to your PayPal or get a gift card, while it also being free of charge. The games pay Free Cash to get new players, and Free Cash just shares the money with y'all for trying it out. It may take a little time to get a huge payout, but if you're gonna be on your phone playing games anyway, you might as well make $5 to $10 doing the same thing. I don't want to hold y'all any longer, and I hope I've cleared up some things if you've been sitting on the fence. Hit the link, try a few games, and then DM me. Let me know that you've been winning, actually getting your money. Like I showed y'all earlier, bro made $1,000 off of Free Cash. I'm not promising that's gonna happen every day for y'all, but the fact that there's a possibility for doing something that y'all already do should really be all the convincing that you need, bro.
This is the reality. These idols are celebrities, but they're not protected like celebrities. They're vulnerable, they're watched, they're physically accessible in ways Western celebrities never are. That's why stalking in K-pop culture runs so deep, and it's terrifying. But to go even deeper down this rabbit hole, we have something that I will call the idol factory system. So obviously, to be in this field of work, there's a lot that goes into it outside of the performing side of it. If you think that these idols start training at 17 or 18 years old to be the way and to become the way that they are, then you are wrong. Some of them start as early as 10 years old in an actual facility, like it's a manufacturing company. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Classroom of the Elite, but if you have, there is something called a white room. That's basically how they train these K-pop idols to become what they are. But if you don't know what that is, I'll explain. Don't worry. So imagine being a child and signing your life away to a company before you even understand what any of it even means. Big companies within the industry run full-on training academies. So picture a school mixed with a military base, mixed with a dance studio, mixed with a social experiment, mixed with starvation, mixed with intense disciplinary training. That's basically what this is. Kids go through vocal lessons to train their voice, to learn how to sing, dance rehearsals, acting training, language classes, fitness drills, etiquette classes, all in a single
This ain't worth it, bro. This ain't worth
day
it.
On a consistent basis. So it goes school, then training. Homework, then training. Dinner, however little food they're being fed over there, then training for full 12-hour days, pretty much every single day, for years up until they're adults. And to make it even worse, there's constant evaluation. The potential idol candidates get ranked publicly. And if you are anything other than their expectations of what perfectionism even is, then the managers will outcast you like you're a stray dog. You start feeling like your entire self-worth will depend on whether or not your posture is a perfect 90-degree angle or not, or whether or not you can hit a crazy high note. And of course, there's rules to this too, crazy ones. So I'll read off a few. No phones, no social media, no outside friends, no dating,
no outside friends. Yo, what? And it's kind of like, really, at what point is this, because the idea of being a famous artist is the idea that, you have fans, people love you, you get money, you get to do whatever it is that you want. But what is it worth? What type of job is this? And like, what's the money look like at this point? It sounds like the money would just go straight to somebody and you don't even see it. You sound like you were a slave that was created by, whatever area. And then they say, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to generate money for the state, the city, whatever it is. And that's just your business. That's how we handle
relationships and no own family without pre-approval from the system. So when you really think about it, what is the difference between this and a prison, besides the dancing and the singing lessons? Honestly, I don't think very much. And the reasonings for why these people are even going this far is simple when you think about it. Their system wants absolute and full control. You live in their building, you eat what they tell you to eat to the exact caloric decimal, you practice what they...
Or what, though? Right? Or what? If I don't do this, what, you're gonna drop me from the label? Or what am I gonna get beat? If I don't show up to practice? I don't understand what the benefit is. Why is anybody enduring this at this point? Why are any of these women or men, saying, okay, I'm gonna continue to do this? Why don't they just be like, no, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
They tell you to practice. You sleep when they tell you to sleep. This girl, Jeon Somi, talked about her own experience in detail. She started when she was 14 years old, and her days, that include everything that I had just mentioned before, would start from sunrise all the way till near midnight. And they would count her calories, the amount that she eats, to the decimal. They'd weigh them regularly, and they would publicly rank who was improving and falling behind. So in a way, publicly embarrassing and shaming the ones who were falling off track. Which brings us to the next rabbit hole, the starvation. I've seen videos, and I'm sure you guys have seen videos too, of K-pop stars eating. And they all eat like they've never seen food before. And I know some of the videos make it out to be pretty funny. Like, look at this video that I found. Look at this girl. There's cake on her plate. She's about to eat it, gets told something off camera, pushes the plate away because she can't eat it, and then you wait a second later, someone takes the plate of fruit off screen and the utensils. Why are you so small? You know how sad that is? Like, look at these tiny ass bites that they're eating because they don't want to pass their calorie limit that they're allowed to eat per day. Bro, I want you guys to look at the disappointment on this girl's face when she can't eat what she wanted to eat. Big bite, little bite. Like, they're out here collapsing on stage. But I'll talk about that in a second. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, speaking about how they eat in ways that are just so irregular. Here's this video that went viral recently of a K-pop star eating a burger with a fork and knife. Like, I know people are making a joke about it, but after, looking into this, the amount that I've looked into this one, I don't think they're joking when they're eating this way. Because when you think about it, these people have been
Look how little, like, the thing, when a motherfucker see fries, they eating fries with a fork. Gang, I'm eating 2 fries at a time, putting some ketchup on both of the fries, each bite. Hush. You know what I'm saying? It's like they stepping on eggshells. Like, let me take a half of a bite of there. Eating half a bite of fry, man. If you don't just
restricted to such a strict, intense diet for so many main important years of their lives that it's not a surprise that you see so many videos like this where they don't even know how to eat correctly, for God's sakes. Every idol, no matter how big or small they are, deals with body standards that go beyond anything you have ever seen before. Female idols are expected to weigh anywhere between 42 and 50 kilograms, or this many pounds. And male idols are expected to be muscular, but be so disgustingly lean that they weigh very little. And the numbers, by the way, the amount that they weigh, is not a suggestion. It's obligatory. It's mandatory. You have to weigh the amount that they tell you you're allowed to weigh. Every week they get weighed. If they're too heavy, boom, no food for you. They get fed less, the training increases.
A banana, 2 eggs, and a piece of broccoli.
And if it gets really bad, their lines get cut from the songs that they're a part of. There is something within the K-pop world called a paper cut diet. It is a diet that went viral because people could not fathom how little these K-pop stars were eating. The diet consists of a cup of rice, a cup of vegetables, a cup of fruit or protein, and that's the entire meal. This is worse than prison food in certain countries. Like, look at what prison food in Norway looks like versus the paper cut diet. They're forcing enthusiasm and energy when they perform on stage, to the point where their bodies can't keep up and they're dead-ass
What does the money look like?
on stage.
Oh my
and it's
God.
not even one instance. Here's one,
Oh my
here's
gosh.
another, here's another, here's another, and another. It's just too much.
Just had to go behind real quick, like, yo.
Now, you would think that as a result of all of this effort and this deep struggle that they're getting paid stupid amounts of
There we go. I'm so glad you're mentioning this. Yes, tell me about
money,
it, please.
right? Well, you're wrong. Like, obviously, in some cases, there are
Wait, hold on now. That's not enough for me.
of money, right? Well, you're wrong.
Oh, I guess maybe he's about to talk about it.
Like, obviously, in some cases, there are some K-pop groups that are disgustingly rich, of course. But when
Okay.
you see the concerts with the tens of thousands of people, the fans, the merch, the music videos, you would think nothing but millions of dollars are flooding into their pockets, right? No. In reality, it's far from being the case. The training costs a fortune. Tens upon thousands of dollars goes into that, as crazy as that sounds. It's almost like you're paying to go to prison. And most K-pop
Right.
stars start out their career in debt. So the training costs a lot, and then you have the contracts. Brace yourselves. This is what was the most insanely absurd to me. Profit splits look like this. The company takes most of it. The idols, for whatever scraps are left, get divided between the members. Some idols have worked full-time, prison-like schedules, and have made less than $1,000 in a year.
Like, bro, they have to be getting like, yo, you're shackled to this. This is what you're doing. You can't leave. Something illegal going on, or I'm telling you, they're like the state or the country is like, hey, y'all are doing this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are in prison. Like where y'all are gonna make us some money. This is for us. This money is for the country. Not for y'all. Don't worry about it. We're giving y'all the scraps to this. Look, y'all get fame and stuff. But it just doesn't add up as to why this is how it goes. It just doesn't add up.
And I'm not kidding. You could make more
It has to be like some type of y'all are slaves to us. You can't leave.
working at McDonald's than the amount that some of these K-pop stars make per year. You guys remember that group that I talked about earlier, TVXQ? The group that got their dorms raided and had people put secret cameras in their bathroom for months? They had a case against their management company called SM Entertainment. 3 members sued them because their 13-year contract gave them about 0.4 to 1% of profits. So they were only able to keep 0.4 to 1% of profits for 13 years. Like, imagine making millions of dollars worldwide and taking home pennies. So imagine they made $1 million in 1 year, theoretically speaking. 1% of that is $10,000. 5 members in the group, you divide that by 5. That is $2,000 per member a year. So
No way.
if they made $10 million in a year, that would mean that each member would make $20,000 each total. This lawsuit exposed the entire system so badly that the Korean government needed to create new laws limiting the contract lengths to 7 years. I'm only really giving a few examples here, but this is a very normal thing for a lot of K-pop groups out there. I'm gonna end this rabbit hole here.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. You can't be getting finessed that bad and just not realize, and it's been going on for however long. You know what I'm saying? This is the history of what's been happening. It's just, it doesn't add up. That doesn't make sense to me. That being said, maybe y'all have some info for me. Like the video, sub up, comment up, this channel. I appreciate your great for y'all week on. ATD lad,